One of the most common questions we get here at the marina is it safe for me or my kids to go swimming out here on the lakes? Now, while they're talking specifically about the Harris chain of lakes, I'm gonna be generally talking about any freshwater body here in the state of Florida in relation to alligators. Now, are alligators something you should be cautious of when out on the water? Absolutely. But when someone asks the question, is it safe for me and my kids to go in the water swimming? I believe the answer is always yes. Now, is every lake and every situation different in the state of Florida? Absolutely. But overall, you should be fine swimming in the water. A couple tips to keep you safe. It's the loudest bird ever. Always do the research of the lake you're going to. Every lake is different here in the state of Florida. Some lakes are very heavy populated with gators and some lakes aren't very heavy populated with gators. And during like the mating season around springtime, gators are moving all the time. So one day a lake could be empty, the next day there could be multiple gators living in that lake. Anyways, the next thing you need to pay attention to is where to go swimming. Now, not every lake has a very accessible swimming place. While you could just anchor up anywhere and go swimming, that's fine. Just be very cautious of where you're exactly at. Gators typically hang out in the shallower areas along the shoreline, cattails, lily pads, anywhere where there's some cover and camouflage where they can hide. Anywhere from waist deep down, I would be more cautious of. One of the best bets, and it sounds a little crazy and scary, is to quite literally just anchor up in the water, whether it be in a safe distance where someone can stand, that might be hard to find, but just anchor up with some floats or whatever it may be, and you can just jump in the water. You're almost always safer in open water when it comes to alligators. Alligators like to tend to be hidden in the camouflage on the shoreline, and they don't really venture out into the open water. If you see a gator out in the open water, he's probably just traveling or curious to what you are. Curiosity did kill the cat, but the curiosity will not kill you. These gators, when approached in open water, almost exclusively will run away. Might be a little scary. You see a gator in open water, you're swimming, it's coming at you, it goes under. You can get up out of the water if you want, but that gator will head back towards the shoreline and you will see him probably reappear up out of the water closer to the shoreline to check in on you again, but to where he's in a safer location. Now, like anything in life, especially if you have kids in the water, you should always be paying attention to your surroundings. I'm not saying this is in my experience, in the open water is almost always the safest place from Florida wildlife, whether it be snakes, gators, and sometimes even turtles. So overall, as a general rule of thumb, you're almost always safe to be swimming in the open waters of a Florida freshwater lake, regardless of the alligator population. Always do your research though, just to see what lake you're going on, because there are several lakes in Florida, like Lake Jessup, if you would like to look that lake up, that is so overpopulated, you might just want to go find another lake. And lastly, if you are going to be swimming, try to swim out in an open area, out in the open water, or a cleared out beach side on a lake front. Typically, these gators will not be in this area, and they will be hiding in the thicker, more camouflaged areas of the shoreline. As long as you respect the alligators and respect their distance and their territory, they will respect you, and they're nothing to be afraid of, and actually are beautiful creatures to look at and experience. Again, my name is Sebastian Reese, and this is Outdoor Boating Center. Let's get you out on the water.